Hi, welcome to the channel. Today we're bringing you 5 rare car facts you probably never knew. Number 5. Electric cars are becoming more and more common. I mean, we see them pretty much everywhere now. And with the emergence of Tesla and other electric vehicle companies, we can certainly say that electric cars are a big part of the future. But electric cars aren't something new, and have actually been around for a long time. So long that back in the early 1900s, there were actually more electric cars in North America than there were regular petrol cars. But they had a limited battery range, and the discovery of oil and the development of the internal combustion engine saw petrol-powered cars win the battle. Well, for the last century at least. Number 4. The seatbelt. All cars have seatbelts nowadays. It would actually be a challenge to find a car without a seatbelt. But there was a time when seatbelts weren't used at all. So who invented the seatbelt? Over 50 years ago, the Swedish car manufacturer Volvo came up with the idea to create the seatbelt. What an invention, right? You would think that they would make a lot of money with an idea like that. But no, they haven't charged a single car manufacturer for the use on the patent. At number 3, the world's best-selling car. Almost everyone wants a nice car, right? So why doesn't everyone drive around in BMWs or Ferraris? Well, obviously everyone can't afford to drive a Ferrari. So what are the cars that most people buy? And which one is the best-selling car in the whole world? The first car model to become a big seller, with 16.5 million sales, was the Ford Model T back in the early 1900s, surpassed later on by the famous Volkswagen Beetle, with a whopping 21.5 million in sales. And that's not even counting the up-to-date modern version of the Beetle. But which car is the most sold in the entire world? It's the Toyota Corolla, with an incredible 44.1 million sold and counting. But this might not be too shocking for some of you, seeing how Toyota was the biggest car company up until recently, when they were overtaken by Tesla. Number 2. With the emergence of electric cars and the emergence of Tesla, many of our car lovers out there are afraid of the future of the automotive community. Like, how are we going to survive without the internal combustion engine? No more V8, no more engine noises with a straight pipe exhaust. Not to worry. Less than 1% of all cars today are electric. But what's the future going to look like? How about we jump all the way to 2050? 30 years ahead of us, where experts have predicted that 60% of all vehicle sales will be electric. But even then, the majority of cars on the planet will still run on gasoline. So not to worry, we'll still have the smell of gasoline in our noses for a long time to come. And finally, at number 1, have you ever heard of a car that can drive upside down? I don't mean the ones you see in the movies. I'm talking about a real-life car that can drive upside down in the roof of a tunnel. You might think this is impossible, but it actually isn't if you're driving an F1 car. Because of the aerodynamics of the car, it could in theory, if driven at 120 miles per hour or 193 kilometers per hour, do the impossible. That's it for now. Make sure to like and subscribe to our channel if you like our content. And we'll see you next time.